All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our smart contract project. Let's have a look at what we're going to be going over today. Now, today we're going to pick up with some light reading, picking up from where we left off yesterday. So let's dive right in. So now with this modification, if we change to a different chain or we want to use a different price feed address, we can just paste it into our deploy function. At this point, we can compile and deploy our contract to see how we can interact with the constructor function. You will see that we have an input option called price feed that we will accept an address. This is where we can paste the address with the price feed or chain we want to use. And with this method, as soon as we deploy our contract, we can customize the address that we want to use. And this is a much more dynamic way to deploy our contract rather than hard coding it in. Now that we have our price feed object, we can start working on our get ETH to USD rate function. The first thing we want to do inside the function is say price, which will be of type U, or not UN, but a regular integer 256. And we will set the equal to static call. It will look like this. You see price int 256 equals static call. Now we're going to pretty much do exactly what we just did in the constructor with the self.price feed here in our get ETH to USD rate function. This will look something like this. You see we have our price, which is going to be an integer of 256. We're going to set that equal to a static call, which is going to make a static call to the price feed dot latest answer. So we're going to make a static call to this function that's going to return an integer that's going to be the price for Ethereum or the current price of Ethereum. So the self.price feed is the state or store variable dot answer or latest answer. And this is what our small contract will look like now. Let's scroll down so we can have a look. So you can see all of this is still the same. We still have our states are going to be the same here. You can see our aggregator v3. We have our comment of the address we're going to be using from the Sepolia address. This is our deploy. You can see we no longer have our address inside of our constructor. It's just the price feed address that we're going to be using. We're going to be pulling that from here, which is going to be in the form of an address. And we have our fun function that we didn't work on yet. Let's scroll down to the actual price feed. So you can see here we have our price feed function. Aggregator 3 v3 is going to be set equal to the aggregator v3 interface. Here's the address that we want to use. Now we can use the address here because this isn't our constructor, so it isn't hard coded. It's not going to be deployed as soon as we deploy our contract, so it's okay to use it here. So when we call this get price function, it's actually going to call on this address here to get the latest price of Ethereum for us, and then we're going to return that in a static call from the price feed dot latest answer function. Now I know it sounds a little confusing right now, so tomorrow we're actually going to run it inside our Remix IDE, so I can show you what it looks like live. And that'll be the end of this section here. And tomorrow we're going to start a new, well not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow we'll start a new module, which is going to be the integer position, and we'll dive right into that. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, it's Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.